Hi Vintage Kids, it's Miss Kayla and I'm so excited to be with you this week. This week you learned your final lesson about living in exile, and you learned about Daniel and how Daniel had a dream this week. And in Daniel's dream, he learned about God's never-ending kingdom. And so this week we're going to do something a little different. We're not going to make a craft, but we are going to do an engineering activity. So you're going to need a few items around your house. You can do this one of two ways. You can get some things you already have to build with. So bricks or blocks. We've got some Legos around here, things like that that you might build with. Or you can get some things around your house from the recycling bin, paper, tape, things like that to build with. Your challenge is to build a castle or a kingdom that you think will be really hard to destroy, okay? A castle or a kingdom that will be really hard to destroy. So you've got to be really creative. You've got to think about what would make it really, really strong. And then with your family or your friends that are there, or your brother or sister, you're going to come up with a way to think about how to test your castle or your kingdom. So if I'm using my Lego bricks or I'm using my building cubes, what I'm going to think about is, how do I want to test my castle? So do I want to test it with wind and see, can Daddy come and try to blow it down? Do I want to test it with a hair dryer and see if the wind can blow it down? If I'm making a castle or a kingdom outside, do I want to see if water can make it fall down? So you're going to come up with some constraints to see, what do I want to test my castle or kingdom with? Okay, so this is a really fun challenge. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can do it a few different times. You might decide, is my castle or kingdom the strongest if it's the tallest castle or kingdom? So you might want to compete with somebody in your house to see who can make the tallest castle or kingdom, right? So talk with your friends, talk with your family about what your constraints are going to be, what items or materials you're going to use, and see how you're going to decide how strong your castle or kingdom is going to be. Now, in the end, you're probably going to destroy that castle or kingdom, right? All kingdoms on earth end up being destroyed. They're just not strong enough. But what we learned in Daniel 7 is that God's kingdom is the only kingdom that is strong enough to withstand. His is the only forever kingdom. So as you have fun building and knocking down and having fun building with your family, I want you to think about and remember that God's kingdom is the only forever kingdom. Have fun engineering with your family, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.